Daisy, you look phenomenal today. How are you?
I'm great. It took a few people a long time to make me look this good. Thank you.
You look gorgeous. Congratulations to you on this film. I absolutely loved it, and I was like happy crying throughout. I can't
Nice.
wait to bring my mom to see it. So, congratulations to you, first of all.
Thank you.
Yes, I thought you were fantastic as Trudy. I'm going to swim the English Channel. Please pass the
Yeah.
bread. I love
Also, I
lines.
think actually I improvised the please pass the bread line because even doing that line, I felt really nervous because it was
Oh,
really the first time in the shoot that as Trudy, I was stating something that I really wanted. And I remember feeling, looking around at the family thinking, ooh, um, yeah, that's a good moment.
yeah, no, that is true. That's like the first time she was like, "I'm actually going to do this." Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, I loved Trudy's little ritual of singing "Ain't We Got Fun" every time she was going to do a major swim, and it
Yeah.
kind of became a little theme throughout the film. As an actor, do you have any little rituals you do prior to stepping on set that day or filming or working on any particular day?
I'm someone that keeps it really loose, I suppose. I do a lot of prep before times, and
Ooh.
particularly for Young Women in the Sea and the other jobs I've done that have an American accent, I do a lot of accent prep for those jobs. I do a lot of thinking, I do a lot of talking, and then I do all the necessary preparation, and then I turn up and I'm very open to what it is that might happen. Because, you come in with your ideas, but also it's someone else's vision that you're stepping into. So being able to be open to that collaboration is wonderful.
Yeah, I love the Marsh King's Daughter too. I know you
Thank
can
you.
do a phenomenal American accent. Do you do like a specific line to get into the American accent?
No, strangely enough, I don't. And I don't stay in an American accent in between times, um, which is odd. But Young Women in the Sea was also different because we did put East Coast sounds in there. So hot dog and crawl. And so there were a few things that were different, which was
Uh-huh.
nice because it was a bit of a different challenge.
Yeah.
But actually, no, I tend to be
You
just
just
doing an English chit chat, and then I'll slip into. I mean, that's also the amazing uh, brilliance of having an amazing dialect coach, Rick Lipton.
Yeah, absolutely amazing dialect coach. Ray was one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, and I actually particularly shipped Ray and Kylo Ren. They were one of my favorite pop culture ships in film and TV. I'm honestly curious for you, do you have a favorite pop culture couple, fictional couple that you loved watching in film or TV growing up, or even in the things that you've seen recently?
The thing that's coming to mind is Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles in Ten Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
Oh,
phenomenal.
just so good. And you just know that it's all going to come crashing down, but then you know that it's all going to come back together again. She's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I recently rewatched that movie. Oh my God. It's
When she
so
says
good.
does yeah, when she recites the poem to him.
I hate the way you look at me and the way you brush your hair or whatever. Oh, it's
Yes,
so
yes.
good.
So good. Well, last question for you. I know filming on this has wrapped, a while ago now, but when you're playing a real life person, someone who's historical as Trudy, that's like an extra sense of responsibility as an actor. Is there something with Trudy that has still remained with you today? Something about her?
I think what's remained with me probably more is the overall feeling of the film, which is I got to play a woman who did something absolutely amazing. And there were
Yeah.
also a lot of people around her who really supported that.
Mhm.
And when we were filming, I was doing these big swims in the sea and it was cold and it was difficult, but I would look and see Tilda, who's playing my sister, and Kim, who's playing my dad, and then I would look to the support boats, and my swimming coach was there waiting with a blanket for me to get off, and so it's that celebration of all the people we might not necessarily see when we're celebrating people who do amazing things, but often who have been so supported, and there are a lot of people behind the scenes, so probably that.
Yeah, no, that was really beautifully put. I love that. I don't know how you did the swimming scenes. The water, I know Joachim said the water was freezing, and he's like,
Yeah.
Daisy was a champ. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah. Also, I don't think he ever got in, so he just saw me get in and go, ah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he praised your performance when I spoke with him. So, and I can't wait for people to see your performance in this one. It was absolutely phenomenal. Daisy, you were a joy to speak with, and I'm so
Thank you.
excited for audiences to see Young Woman in the Sea in theaters.
Thank you so much.
Joachim, so nice to meet you, and congratulations on this film. I absolutely loved it, and I happy cried throughout. So it left
Amazing.
me, I left feeling good, but lots of tears.
Good. 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 Thank you.
Yes, yes, I loved it. I loved the scenes of Trudy, of Daisy swimming in the ocean. I thought that they looked absolutely stunning. And I was curious if you did all of the swimming scenes all at once or if they were kind of spread throughout the filmmaking process.
I think it was very important for me to do it on the ocean, you know, and not in a tank or on the blue screen
Right.
or things like that. I'm drawn to the ocean, and I grew up by the ocean, and I drawn to stories where the ocean is a backdrop, and even in this film, I feel the ocean is a character, you know, and it's a symbol for her struggles. And yeah, we did shoot for weeks and weeks out on the open ocean with
Mhm.
Daisy Ridley in the freezing water until her lips were blue, and you know, and never complaining. And I feel like, obviously she's a great actor, but I feel very few people could do that, like what she did, like just from a physical point of view. Um, but she was out there, you know, day in, day out, channeling through the Ederle. And I think the whole team kind of felt that, and it somehow informed us how it could have been. You know, we were not out there risking our lives like Trudy were. And I was on the boat in a big jacket, you know, so I'm no hero, but it's I think somehow, well, I'm hoping that the audience can feel that, you know, not maybe putting their finger on it, but to feel that we really tried to make it as real as possible.
I love that. And I love that you said that the ocean is a leading character in the film because it definitely felt that way. And I love that you actually shot in the ocean. It looked stunning. Well, another part of the movie I loved is Trudy's little song ritual she does before she has a major swing, the Ain't We Got Fun song.
Yeah.
Do you have any, it was so cute and done throughout the film. Do you have any little rituals or things that you do before you get to set that day or before you direct?
I wish I had. You know,
You're gonna have to start singing "Ain't We Got Fun."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I really wish I had, but no, I don't, unfortunately. I love music. You know, I grew up in my father's record store, but I don't have a song that I sing to pep me. But Trudy and her sister had that, and I also love that element.
Talk about how you balanced Trudy's personal family life again with her, you know, with her swimming career in this historical swim that you did, because highlighting her family life was a big part of the film as well.
Yeah, and that was a big part of my inspiration for telling the story, that it's a family venture. You know, I also think it's important to, when you make a true story about the character that is so focused on something, you know, and sets out to do something so impossible, it can be sometimes a little hard for the audience to identify with that. So then
Hmm.
it's very important to have characters around her that we can see through, and in that sense, I felt the father and the mother and the sister became that for us, like that kind of vehicle for us to understand through this devotion, and how she was willing to risk her own life, you know, to prove a point, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Daisy and Tilda were fantastic together, and I love that answer, and I love hearing you talk about that. They are wrapping me. Congratulations to you, and I'm so excited for audiences to see Young Woman in the Sea when it's in theaters. I know my mom and my girlfriends are gonna love this film particularly. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much.